este su programa Girl in the Fight, transmitiendo desde el canal de WNBA. Mi nombre es Emilio Barrientos y el día de hoy tengo el gusto de ser acompañado por nada más y por nada menos que la primera mexicana en ser drafteada en la WNBA, Evina Westbrook. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Evina. So I want to start this interview by asking you, when or where did you fall in love with this beautiful sport of basketball?
I think I fell in love with it pretty early when I was younger. I started playing basketball when I was in third grade. But I think I really started to love it around middle school once I started getting good and I started noticing that I was getting good with all the work that I was putting in.
Okay. Evina, we have seen a lot of your brother, LJ. Shout out to LJ here in Mexico. I want to ask you, what kind of role does he play in your life?
He has actually one of the biggest roles, part of my basketball career. He was one of the first ones that I seen just go out there and play. And so I kind of just wanted to do what he did. And then it got to a point where I just always wanted to be him. And he was always pushing me. He would never let me win. He was just always beating me. Just being a really good big brother now that I look back on it, because he made me tough. He made me play and just be competitive like I am now. So he has a huge role in. I know he's my biggest fan, but I'm his biggest fan as well.
All right. So if we go to a court and we do a 1v1, who's going to win?
Oh, 1-on-1, I got it. And he knows too. Yes, he knows too. I got it hands down though.
Okay, perfect. Evina, talking of your college career, I would like to describe it as a roller coaster with injuries, but also the good part is that you are a two-time Final Four, and there's a lot of people that can't say that. So I want to ask you, when you leave UConn, were you full satisfied with what you accomplished?
I think in the moment when we had first just got done, no, because we had lost in the championship. Obviously, no one wants to lose the championship game of the finals. But when I was able to just take some time after all the emotions and the heartache and just all of us losing, looking back, I was very happy with how I ended my college career. I was hurt. I got injured. I was able to rehab. I was able to come back and play healthy. Play with a bunch of great athletes and just people and young women. And just my overall experience at both schools, Tennessee and UConn as well. I think I have a lot of takeaways, just not only basketball wise, but life lessons as well from both schools.
For sure. And we have seen you through your college and professional career with number 22. I want to ask if there's any meaning for you for this number.
Yeah, so 22, I've always felt really close to my dad's father, my granddad from my dad's side. And his birthday and his anniversary is on September 22nd. And so once I found, he told me that 22 was just kind of it just kind of made sense. I really don't see him as much, but I've always just felt super close to him. And so it's just a way of like, I feel like he's with me. He's still alive. But I just feel like he's with me. And so that's the meaning behind 22.
All right. Every Hooper's dream, Evina, is getting drafted and getting that call from the GM, the coach. Can you describe the whole day of your draft day?
The whole day of my draft day was my emotions were everywhere. It's kind of like you don't really know for sure if you're even going to be drafted, or you have no idea where, pretty much, either. So I think I was fine until I think the draft came on the TV and we're watching it. I was at the house with my whole family. Everyone was there. I was able to watch it. And then seeing my name pop up on the TV, once it was that, I think it was a huge relief, because like you said, it was a dream come true in that moment to see my name pop up right alongside the WNBA team. I've been dreaming of that, and I worked really hard. I put in a lot of time to see that happen. So for that to happen and for my family to be there and witness that with me was something that I'll never forget.
For sure. It's always a dream to get that call.
Amen.
And I'm actually really excited to see the next Mexican Hooper to get drafted at the WNBA or the NBA. So yeah. Now, Evina, I want to ask you, since you were drafted, you have played for 5 different teams at the WNBA. How difficult is it to have a stable seat at the league?
It's definitely difficult. I for sure 100% am blessed with the life that I live and the opportunity that basketball is my job. But I think it's just more than being able to put the ball in the hoop. I'm still human. I'm still a person. So, you know, bouncing around from state to state, not really having stability and not knowing where I'm finna be next with my contract, it's hard and it's a lot on your mind. You know, you're thinking about it constantly. And then you have that part of you're not supposed to take work home, right? You try to separate the two, but it's hard when basketball is what you eat, live, and breathe. So it's like you really don't really get a break from it. But I think with all the adversity, I was able to turn it into something that was positive and just learn from all the experiences and people that I've met, relationships that I've built from everything. So now I know moving forward, I know what to expect because I've already been through it.
Perfect. Evina, when you came to Mexico to play for Libertadoras de Querétaro, there was a problem. The LMVP didn't value your double nationality as a Mexican American. How did you feel with this? Let's say like what it is, like an act of discrimination. How do you feel about it?
I was really angry. I really was, but I think I was around the right group of people. I was with the right team that wanted to fight for me. I was so grateful that I chose to go and play for the Libertadoras. I loved my time in Querétaro. It was amazing. And just everyone from all the GMs from all the way down, it was just nothing but respect and love for me. And they told me that they were going to fight for me. And that's something that I hold dear to my heart because they didn't have to. You know, they could have told me to play as an American, but I had sat down with the GMs and I said, I am Mexican. So it's not like I'm legally, my mom is full Mexican, right? So it's just, it wasn't a lie. My whole life, you know, I may not appear as a Mexican, but I feel in my heart and I know that I am. When I got my Mexican passport, I cried. Like it was just one of those things where I was just so proud to have that in hand that no one can tell me that I'm not. So finally getting to Mexico and having a league trying to tell me that I'm really not Mexican it made me frustrated. But I think, like I said, I was around the exact group of people that I was supposed to be around, the coaches, the GMs, the owner, everybody told me that they weren't backing down and that they were going to fight for me. And they did, and we ended up winning. And I think it did make a lot of noise in Mexico. Not only just, I think it was bigger than basketball as well.
Yeah, for sure. I can remember a lot of fans at Querétaro with banners and posters saying Evina is Mexicana.
Yeah, no, it was a really great feeling to see the fans and just the people of Querétaro come out and support my team and myself and try to fight for me to try to come and play. And it just like I felt like I was home. I felt like I was truly a Mexican, honestly, that I had my people fighting for me. So it really did mean a lot.
Of course, Evina, you say your people, and I want to ask you, when are you gonna wear the Mexican jersey in any FIBA window in any competition? When are we gonna see you with that jersey?
Hopefully soon. I'm really open to, and I really want to. It's not something that I feel like I'm obligated to do. I want to put on a Mexico jersey and play for my people. I feel like that would make not only myself proud, but I think my family proud as well. But yeah, no, I'm excited for when that time is gone, when that time comes and I'm able to make that announcement. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, of course, we're all with the fingers crossed so you can wear one day the Mexican jersey. Speaking of Mexican Americans, Evina, there's a lot of people that say that you shouldn't play. Guys like Jaime Jaques, Juan Toscano, they have a lot of haters saying that they shouldn't play for Mexico. What would you say to those fans of Mexico that say that you guys shouldn't play?
There's a lot of different things that I feel like that I want to say to people who have an opinion on what other people should or shouldn't do. But it doesn't make sense to not be able to play for your country, or when you're actually if you're actually Mexican, why it doesn't make sense why you shouldn't be able to play for the Mexican, or even in Mexico. Those guys were over there and put in their time, put in their work, and then we're able to have the opportunity to play back in the league, which is something that is special that not a lot of people are able to do. But to those people, I just think they're jealous. They can't do it like we do it, you know, being able to both be Mexican and American and kind of be able to do both things, but it's hard at the same time. So to those people, I just think they're jealous.
Sure. Evina, of course, we're all happy. We would like to see you and Lu Lopez at the Mexico national team. In a scale of 1 to 10, how Mexican would you describe yourself?
How Mexican would I describe myself? I would say 8.5, only because I can't speak fluent Spanish yet, but we're getting there. So once I start feeling embarrassed to mess up, we're going to work on it. By the time, hopefully next year, if I go to Mexico next year, I'm fluent in Spanish. So that's what I'm working on this winter.
All right. We're hopefully to see that. Getting to the end of this interview, Evina, how would you describe your mentality on and off the court?
Mentality on the court, I would say super aggressive, strong. I'm a smart player, high IQ, facilitator, and just a fun teammate to play with. Off the court, I'm super funny, goofy. I just like to have fun, like to just all about good energy, just trying to be in the moment with stuff. But yeah, just a little bit of, they're kind of opposite from each other, but they favor each other as well.
Okay, perfect. Evina, if there's any message that you want to send to this in this interview, girl, the mic is yours.
Just thank you for the opportunity. This interview that you have put together was amazing. So I'm just blessed I'm just being Mexican. Last month was our month. September was our month. But yeah, just so thankful that I feel so loved from Mexico in itself. And I know that I'm Mexican, and hopefully one day I can put on a Mexico jersey.
All right, we're hopefully to see that. Y ahí lo tienen, ella es Evina Westbrook, la primera mexicana en ser drafteada en la WNBA. Mi nombre es Emilio Barrientos. Muchísimas gracias por ver esta entrevista. Recuerden seguirnos en @debetanews en todas nuestras redes sociales. Hasta la próxima.